coach another run rule today. Let's start with Zach. Gave you 4 innings today. Got deeper than he has this year. Just talk about him out there today.
Well, his first couple outings he did fine, but it just seemed like every time he threw a fastball it was getting hit. So we kind of looked back in terms of the metrics on it and tried to make a little bit of a change. Either, because the metrics, for the people out there that don't know it, you either want to be above 17, which means it's backspinning and carrying, or you want to be below 11, which means it's sinking. Because that 11 to 16 range is kind of that's what guys are trained to hit, and they've seen it all the time. So that's why you see like a guy like Carson Cormier, he really backspins the ball, and he gets a lot of weak contact or swings and misses on his fastball. Noah does that as well, as you saw today. So with Zach, we just kind of made him into a little bit more of a sinker guy. And the thing I was proud of, I thought in the first inning, even though he gave up a run, with the exception of the first guy walking him, I thought he threw the ball awesome. And I told him the game was kind of testing him a little bit, because here you are, you're working on something, and you threw the ball really good in the first inning, and you don't have anything in terms of the scoreboard to tell you that you did a good job. And so I just reiterated to him that we were on the right track in terms of what we wanted to do, and they had 2 weak contacts for 2 of their hits. And I thought he was exceptional in terms of sticking his breaking ball, throwing his changeup, and then getting some weak contact with the fastball. So he was great. Noah was really good. I think he threw 28 pitches, 20 of them for strikes. And then getting Kole back out there was great to see too. So from the mound, I think we led the game off with a walk, and that was the only walk. So a lot better. I thought that was as complete of a game as we've played so far in terms of offensively, defensively, and on the mound.
Noah Franco, 2 innings, 4 strikeouts. Is that type of performance, does that get him into the conversation for a weekend appearance?
The weekend? Oh yeah, sure. That's why he only threw 2, so that we can get him back out there this weekend. We're bringing him along slowly just because he had a little bit of a hiccup injury-wise. We wanted to get him off to a really good start at the plate. And now you're going to start seeing him a lot more pitching in our games quite a bit more, just because, we're shorthanded a little bit on the left-handed side. And, he brings premium stuff out of that bullpen to allow us to do some matchup stuff, and he gets righties out too. So I was excited about, he got locked into that long, I think 8 pitch at bat against that guy, and ended up putting him away. So yeah, it was really good to see.
And then with his bat today, drove in a couple of runs. Sawyer from the 9 spot drove in a couple of runs as well. Just what have you seen from them progression-wise at the plate?
Yeah, I mean, Sawyer had, a couple. You go back to Franco with 2. I think he got kind of the fastball was by him a little bit early in that bat, and then next thing you know, he hits a rocket down the left field line. That's what we were seeing, in January and early February. He was a tough out, hitting it all over the field. And same thing with Sawyer. I think they're both getting they're a little bit more comfortable in the box. And I think the big thing is they're swinging a lot more strikes. And they obviously 2 big doubles, two big RBIs by both of those guys. And Sawyer, I know, had a couple more hits. So good to see those guys on the base paths and enjoying themselves. And but yeah, up and down the lineup, I thought we took great at bats pretty much the whole day.
And then defensively, Chase with the diving catch, some more nice plays from Jack at third, and then Silva got a lot of run out there at shortstop today.
Yeah.
Just defensively, how did you feel about the ball club today?
Oh, really good. I mean, like I said, Zach had 1 strikeout, so there's going to be a lot of balls put in play. Not as much with Franco, and then Kole had 1, and then, the diving catch by Brunson. So I think when you're filling up the strike zone and there's not a ton of walks, I think it leads to guys being a little bit more on their toes, ready to play defense, and we saw that today.
How much do 2 games like this help you just kind of clear the last 2 weekends and start to refocus for Fresno State?
Well, I think, we talked on Sunday after the game, and I thought they were ready to play. I thought they were ready to play both these games, and that's what you need. That's why we do Tuesday, Wednesday midweeks is, you want to be able to see some guys get in there, especially from the mound, because you can't rely on the same 5-6 guys all the time. So saw Cormier yesterday, a couple other guys get Klecker back out there, but it gets the bad taste out of your mouth, and now you go into the weekend feeling a little bit better about yourself. You're never as good as you think you are, you're never as bad as you think you are, but it definitely takes a little bit of kind of the poor play that we had, on Sunday, kind of takes it out of it, and get a little bit better taste in our mouth going into the weekend. All good?
All right, Kole. Made your first outing of the season today. Before we talk about the outing itself, just talk about the work you've been doing to kind of come back from that oblique injury you suffered.
Yeah, it happened, 2 weeks kind of before season started. Small injury, never had a problem with it before, so it was one of those things that's kind of annoying. I couldn't really start throwing again until the oblique kind of calmed down, so it was just understanding, getting with our training staff, like, what's the rehab going to look like, and then just working hard at that. And I wanted to jump the gun. I wanted to be ready for Globe Life weekend, and then it was, Southern Miss, and finally got out here now. So super excited for that. But it was really just taking it a day at a time and not rushing it. That was the biggest thing, because we didn't want to re-aggravate it, and make sure, I can be healthy for season and help this team, throughout the whole year.
And then you got out there today, retired 3 guys in a row, got a strikeout. Just how did you feel once you were out there?
Good. It was definitely good to be back. I think, always the first one you could be a little jittery, a little nerves getting out there, but I think just sticking to the routine, sticking to the process, stuff we work on, outside in practice, just controlling the breath, everything one pitch at a time helps a lot. And then obviously knowing we got a great team behind me, great defense, it was just really good to be back out there.
All right, Sawyer, talk us through the ABs you've been taking the last few days. It looks like you're getting more comfortable at the plate, and you're swinging the bat really well right now.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Started off pretty rough, not what I wanted, but just had to stick with the process, and definitely got more comfortable, seeing the ball a lot better, made some minor adjustments, and starting to work.
It seems like as you've kind of figured it out at the plate, you and Noah have kind of fed off each other. How close is that relationship between you two freshmen?
It's awesome. We're really close. Just being in the lineup together, close to each other, it's easy to feed off each other's energy. So we're close, and it really helps.
Talk about Chase as well out there in center field and the way he's been swinging the bat so far this year. What's y'all's relationship like, and is he just as impressive as he looks from where we sit?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's kind of taken me under his wing. Been a big mentor to me. He's an incredible player, swinging it well, having some tough breaks here and there, but he's been playing really well, and his defense is great.
Did he have to give you lessons on the left and wind before the season?
Oh, definitely. We had a lot of talk about the wind. It still gets us here and there, but we prepare for it.
What was the biggest adjustment for you making the jump from high school to college ball and starting right away?
Just slowing myself down, not getting too. I didn't get pitched very well in high school. Didn't see too many pitches, and coming here, everybody's gonna attack you. They don't care where you're from. So, just knowing to slow myself down, stay within myself, and play my game.
Feel like the offense really took a big step forward in these past 2 games against Air Force?
Definitely. I knew we weren't playing how we wanted to play, and I knew we hit like we did today, and so we'll just keep that going. Can't get too hot, can't get too cold, and just stay right here.